In this episode of Inside AFIMSC, Major General Wilcox shares return to full capacity plans. AFIMSC's workforce chooses a new tagline, and swift AFICC action brings face masks to the Air Force and Space Force. All this and more in this episode of Inside AFIMSC. AFIMSC Commander Major General Tom Wilcox hosted a virtual town hall on Facebook May 1st to share information and address concerns related to the center's plan for returning to full capacity. That's what the Air Force is calling the process for employees returning to the workplace when the threat of COVID-19 has diminished. With subject matter experts standing by, the commander talked about what the new normal might look like for AFIMSC while answering questions taken in advance and submitted during the live event. Leadership also provided updates about telework and personnel policies and shared steps that they're taking to protect the workforce. To watch the full video, follow the link on the screen. The AFIMSC workforce has spoken. The center's new tagline is, "Your success is our mission." After asking the workforce to come up with a tagline that represents the work they do in support of Air and Space Force's missions around the world, AFIMSC leadership received more than 150 submissions for a new motto that replaces warfighters supporting warfighters. The submissions were collected and leadership put them to vote, and after nearly 300 votes, AFIMSC members across the globe selected the new tagline. "Your success is our mission," serves as our motto and unites the entire AFIMSC team with a common purpose and focus. Cloth masks are arriving in work centers across the Air Force thanks to agile work from our AFICC team. Following the release of a Secretary of Defense April 5th memo on the use of cloth face coverings on Defense Department property, AFICC went to work doing market research the next business day and had a blanket purchase agreement for cloth face masks in place by April 9th. Under the purchase agreement, installations don't need a contract of their own. Instead, they could simply purchase face masks using a government purchase card. It usually takes about 60 days to get BPAs in place, but a task force including AFICC and Air Force Lifecycle Management Center's subject matter experts worked with stateside and overseas vendors to help the Air Force get 20 purchase agreements into place in just 4 days. For more on this story, visit our website. And finally, a heartwarming story from our AFICC Environmental Midwest region. Gina Rose, a restoration program manager, helped sew hundreds of face masks needed to safely lay a fallen law enforcement officer to rest in Georgia last week. Rose volunteers her time with a local group that makes masks for first responders and healthcare providers. The Mask Makers 2020 group sewed 576 masks for the May 1st service for Smyrna Police Officer Christopher Ewing, who was killed in the line of duty April 20th. Ewing was also an Air Force veteran and reservist. To date, Rose and other members of Mask Makers 2020 have sewed and donated nearly 20,000 masks. And that's what's happening in this episode of Inside AFIMSC. For more news and information, connect with us on Facebook or go to our website at www.afimsc.af.mil.